turn this guy around so you can see the drive. How do I do this? There we go. Try to change that view for you. Oh, I don't ruin it. Wow, that was a big disaster. And it's turning out to be a disaster with this foam dropping. Great. Phone keeps dropping. Sorry. I'll figure it out. Can't see nothing. All right, I think we're good. Well, I'm going to set my phone up. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. My apologies if it does. And just like that. Just like that. Man, sorry guys. I got to figure this out. I need to get a stand for my phone. I'll turn it a little bit. Maybe that'll make a difference. Susan, Levi, and Shubba Dubba Dubba is in the house. Is that angle to the side a little cockeyed? Is that not nice? Should I change it back straight on? Maybe I'll change it back. There we go. All right, let's just sit back and enjoy this drive in. Hopefully the phone won't keep dropping. I got to make some kind of stand for it. Stop for this school bus. They're picking up country kids along the road here. There we go. Morning to everybody. Anyways, it's Friday, and you know what that means. It's I don't give an F Friday. No matter what happens in your life, it don't matter. It's Friday. I'm gonna say good morning as I'm driving in. Okay, that's it. Back to the scenery. If sometimes the cell service is garbage, if the cell service cuts out, just bear with me, it'll kick back in. I'm in the country, people. Yake is in the house too. People, if I don't keep up to the chat, you just say hi to each other because I'm just trying to drive and concentrate on the road. I don't want to be fixed on the phone. Idiot live streamer dies while live chatting. Is it a good view for the scenery at least? I can't tilt the phone more because it'll fall backwards. Alright, see this sign? If you take a left here, it goes to a town that's a ghost town. Highway 273, and it goes to Ukraine, and there's nothing there anymore. Over 100 years ago, when people came from Ukraine, when the Russians tried wiping them out the first time and stuff, They settled here in Canada, and they developed a town named after their motherland, basically. So and I'm half Ukrainian myself. You go back over a century, so all this area is, that's where our roots are. I don't know if you're going to see it on the left here. There's abandoned farms and houses. I don't know if you're going to see it on the live stream, but there's some pretty old buildings that have fallen in, or they're old log homes. So this guy on the right died, I don't know, decades ago, and his farmland just turned to swamp. The beavers swamped it, built houses, dammed it, and it's all like cattails now. It is minus 25 Celsius. We're coming up to Mink Creek. If you turn right, there's an abandoned farm on the left, an old house here. You turn right, you go to a place called Mink Creek that's abandoned as well. That place is dead. Everything's dying out around here. All ghost towns. This is a sheep farm on the right here. This is Mink Creek that runs through it. If you guys tilt you to see the sunrise a little bit. Good morning, Vietnam, Kentucky. Levi, do you guys have any elks up there in Canada? Yeah, I almost hit some last year. About 9 were standing on the road. Actually, this morning drive in, twice I've seen elk, so who knows what you'll see. I've seen bears, porcupines, skunks, elk, deer, moose. Might not see nothing. I live near the Duck Mountains, so there's elk that come in and out of there. Take a left here, you go to a place called Sifton. If you take a right, there's a place called Drifting River. I'm on Highway 10 in Manitoba. 10 heading south. Whoa! That's what happens when I hit bumps. Sorry about that, guys. My apologies. Try that. I don't know if you guys are still on the stream, but in the next couple minutes here is where there's only like 1 bar of service, so I don't know if it's going to come across fuzzy or clear or what, or if it'll cut out altogether. So let me know if it's getting, service is getting crappy or what. If you take a right here, there's an old dead town called Venlaw. There's nothing there. I'm losing it. Yeah. So this is the only spot. Are you guys still on? Is it going blurry? It's gonna be. I might lose service here or get blurry for a minute or two, which sucks. because this is a pretty part. On the left was an old scrap yard, and there's an old abandoned farm. Can't really see. The guys cleaned it up about 10 years ago. Scrappers came through, but boy, it used to be a mess. Old graveyard. Haliczs, Haliczs. Haliczs Graveyard. We just passed. Oh, there's about 20 people buried there. So it sounds like the video's coming through fine. It's not blurry, which is good. I was worried about that. There's little parts of the drive where there's like 1 bar of service. So I won't be doing a live stream driving home tonight, because tonight I'll be doing a live stream in the tiny truck cabin. I think I'm going to make homemade bread on the wood stove and do Kentucky chicken fried deer tenderloin. So I got to save my battery life for doing that live stream tonight. On the right, we're coming up to a lake. I can't remember the name of the lake. It's just a tiny one. Super tiny. There's a pull off. Gravel pits on old farmland. This guy has good gravel. It's been a gravel pit for probably, I don't know, 40, 50 years. As you can tell, people pass me once every, I don't know, minute. It's not a busy highway. Every couple minutes. Old abandoned farmstead on the left. Broken Pipes Lake, Susan, sure. I think that might be it. I can't remember. I have no idea. On the left, coming up, there's a big old barn. For years it stood there. In the last 5 years, foundation cracked, the wood gave way, the roof's given way, and there's an old farm abandoned homestead on the right. But it's a massive old red barn, and it's collapsing in on itself. Just kind of, sorry, look on the left here a little bit. You might be able to, well, it'd be on the center of your screen, I guess. I don't know. To me, it's on the left. You can see how she's nosing down a little bit. And it looks like I'm going to be stuck behind a plow, which really sucks. Oh no. That's going to slow things right down. I have to slow it down a bit because that's a plow right in front of me there, and we're just going to be dusted out. But the sun's coming up, so she's going to be a beautiful sunrise. So I'm down to about 78 kilometers an hour right now because of that plow in front of me. Is that a plow or is that a semi? I don't know. No idea. I ain't taking the risk of going around it and smashing head on into somebody though. What's the sense? I'm not in a rush to get into the grave. Chow says 6'7". Up yours, Chow. You take that 6'7" and you shove it. There's an old graveyard on the right. There's 6 graves. It's Oak Nook Graveyard. Oh, you guys see that sun trying to peek up? That's pretty. Third Gmail's in the house. Is there a timer down and putting a twin of gear and go? No, man, I'm not in a big semi truck. I'm just in a vehicle. I'm starting to live stream my drive to work because I live in the country and it's a pretty country drive. I'm gonna hold on to the phone a little bit here because there's a bridge coming down with a pretty creek, river. This is called the Valley River right here. Look at that sunrise, guys. Every morning on my, if I do live stream drives like this, you guys are going to have the sun coming up. That's gorgeous, man. It's a good day when you're alive. You wake up alive and you get to see the sunrise. Winds a howling across the road. It's gonna get drifty. Slippery and drifty. Yeah, third Gmail. I'm in Canada. I'm in Manitoba, Canada. And this is my morning drive to work every day. I'm in central Manitoba. I'm heading to a town called Dauphin, D-A-P-H-I-N. On Highway 10. I'm heading on Highway 10 heading south right now. Now it's minus 28 degrees Celsius on my thermometer outside. She's a cold, cold day. What would minus 28 be in Fahrenheit? If 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius, what would minus 28 Celsius be in Fahrenheit for all the Yankees watching? What would that be? Somebody let me know. So this is a little town called Asheville. Don't blink, because you'll miss it. We got to pass over a set of railroad tracks. There used to be a store here years ago. It shut down. And a woman I know, her family, her parents own the store. They converted it to her house, and she lives in it now. But this is the little town called Asheville. That was it. Told you not to blink. Now we're crossing a river. What's this river called? The Wilson River. So we're going to come up to an intersection here, and we're going to turn left. What's the highway? Highway 5 maybe? I can't remember. We're heading to Dauphin. Levi says, Yankee, I'm a Confederate. Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys are split, going way back. But anywhere around the world, we call Americans Yankees, Yanks. All right, we got the rumble strips. Oh, it must be a grain truck in front of me is what it is, a grain semi. You take a right, you go to a place called Grandview, Gilbert Plains, Roblin, and then you're going to hit the border to Saskatchewan, Canada, in about 2 hours. That's a province. Our provinces in Canada are the same as your states in the U.S. We don't call them states, we call them provinces. So yeah, well, I'm heading now on highway number 5 east. Take a turn. Oh, sorry guys. All right, sorry about that. That's what happens when you hit the gas and turn down a road. Okay, so now I'm obviously on a busier road. Susan says minus 28 Celsius is minus 18 Fahrenheit. That doesn't make sense though, does it? Because isn't 0 Celsius minus 32 Fahrenheit? Wouldn't it be colder than that? Somebody convert minus 28 Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm just gonna get you guys to peer at that sunrise for a little bit. Tell me if that's okay, if it's gonna make you puke with the trees whizzing by and stuff. The old drive-in is gone. I think they tore down the screen. I won't hit the rhubarb, man. That's a Ukrainian saying. I'm half Ukrainian going back 100 years. That's right. Don't hit the rhubarb. 100%. For all of you that don't understand that, it means don't hit the ditch. Don't hit the rhubarb. Because rhubarb grows in the ditch in some spots. Check out the road. Isn't that mesmerizing? Ah, that guy ruined it. It was all wispy. All right, let's check out the sunrise one last time. Prairie sunrise. Behind, or just below the sun, I should say, is the Riding Mountains. That's the Riding Mountain Provincial Park of Manitoba. And a lot of the camps and roads and everything up there were established by German POWs, prisoners of war in World War II. They brought them over from Europe when they captured them, and they put them in camps in the Duck Mountains and Riding Mountain, and the German POWs developed a lot of the roads and turnoffs and camps up there and logged the areas. Okay, I'm almost at the town, so I'm gonna have to sign off in about a minute just because I gotta pay attention. Thanks for hanging. I think I'll start live streaming my drive into work every morning for you guys, just so you can have a beautiful drive in, wake up to, have a coffee, and watch the prairie sunrises and stuff. It was kind of fun. I got to make a stand for my phone so it doesn't keep falling down. That's the only problem. And whoever's tonight, 8 p.m. Central, I'm in the tiny truck cabin live streaming. I'm going to cook bread in a Dutch oven on the wood stove and chicken fried deer tenderloin in a cast iron pan. So that'll be tonight. Hit your notification button so you can see when it comes on. But it's 8 p.m. Central, Manitoba, Canada time. I'll be doing that tonight. So grab your beers. We'll be drinking and having a good time. Okay, I got to sign off here. Before I do, check out this old sign on the right. There used to be an old Texaco gas station. If you look on the right, there's an old Texaco sign with a star. Do you see this on the right here? The star and the circle? Good old Texaco sign. That's an oldie. Okay. I gotta get out of here. Blake from Texas won't be on tonight. Having your own bonfire. Sweet, man. Enjoy. Okay, guys. Thanks for hanging. I gotta go. See you tonight.